Of people gathered at the Capitol today for the People's March in downtown Madison. The movement is part of a national effort to call for action before Inauguration Day. The march began at James Madison Park and ended inside the state capitol. Organizers say people gathered to defend multiple causes, including reproductive freedoms, immigrant rights, and solidarity with Palestine. One speaker at the event says she hopes her message sparks inspiration and hope to those rallying for more protections.
Entering these next few years when it feels like change is impossible or like we're drifting away from hope, I just want people to understand that we can't lose our voices because it's truly the most powerful thing that each and every one of us has.
Protesters also say they're demanding legislators and the Wisconsin Supreme Court to take action in issues like housing and more protections for unions.